Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Virgos out there for the week of August 11th to the 17th. So without any further ado, let's get popping and see what the cards have to say. Oh, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see, show me cards I need to see. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see, show me cards I need to see for all of my Virgos out there. See what kind of love is coming towards them during the week of August 11th to the 17th. Cards I need to see. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So, the person coming towards you, the love coming towards you, the week of the 11th is a Page of Pentacles. It is an earth sign individual, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Now, the thing about that is, it could possibly be a younger sign, a younger individual, or may not necessarily be a younger person, but a person with a younger energy. Okay. And this person is being very careful about really coming at you. You know, they're really contemplating the messages that they're sending, very well thought out. They're being very considerate, but they have a very youthful energy. Again, it could be possibly a younger person or a person around the same age, maybe even older, but they just have a youth about them. This very youthful thing about them. Now, however, we got the Ten of Wands here. It's going to be they're going to consider it to be a little bit burdensome. It's going to be a little bit of a burden on them. You know, trying to get your attention is very burdensome because I guess they feel they're probably going to feel like, wow, this person is really distracted. Why aren't they seeing me type of thing. So it's going to be a little bit of a burden. But they're going to continue to move forward and pursue you because we got the Sun card here. And they believe that this situation will make them happy. You know, being with you will make them happy. It'll be a complete situation for them. So that's why they're going to keep on pushing up on you. Now, with that being said, we got the Knight of Swords here. Again, that's that forked tongue energy. That's that person in the room with the loudest mouth, the biggest ego. Like, yo, what's up? You know, look at me. Yo, over here. That type of energy, that type of individual. That is an air sign. That is an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra energy. Again, and it's rapidly fast moving. It's got a lot of times, as I always like to say, they speak before they think. So this is the person that's like, yo, what's up? I'm here. That type of thing. So that's what's going on with the Knight of Swords. Really boisterous, letting you know, hey, listen. And then like, hey, I'm for you. And not only that, they got a lot of choices. You know, they're dealing with a lot of choices, and they're probably cocky enough and foolish enough to let you know, hey, you know, you're lucky because I got this one, that one, this one, that one, just checking me out too. I mean, you're not the only game in town, so you got that kind of thing going on as well. Don't figure. So, okay, in addition here we have the Queen of Cups. And this is a very devoted, nurturing, down-to-earth energy. And this person is a water sign individual. It is a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. This person is looking to be very devoted and very loyal to you. They're very compassionate as well, very down to earth. You know what I mean? But there's a fluidity to it. All right, so they're kind of smooth with it, but in a roundabout way, they're like, listen, I want to be with you. I think we will work well together. I'll be devoted to you. I'll be loyal to you. I'm not going to play the games that the other people are going to play. So keep your focus on me. I'm the person that you should choose. And you got the Fool card here. They're willing to take a leap of faith to make it happen. They're willing to take a leap of faith to make it happen. So that's how much confidence they have in the particular situation, that they're willing to put their heart out there. So we got, that's what we got. We got a earth sign, we got a air sign, and we have a water sign. So with that being said, let's see what kind of strengths my Virgos are going to be dealing with during the week of August 11th to the 17th. What kind of strengths are my Virgos going to be dealing with during the week of August 11th to the 17th? What kind of strengths are my Virgos going to be dealing with during the week of August 11th to the 17th? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Okay, so Page of Pentacles. So that energy you're dealing with, again, you are being very, you're kind of taking care. You're being, you're looking at your options. You're sending messages. You're being very careful about, again, these are all the strengths. And so you're being very careful about how you approach a situation. You're being very gingerly with it, really examining the options and really looking very carefully at your choices. That's a strength. In addition, we got the Hermit card. And that's a damn good card to get in the sense of this. Is knowing having a good sense of self. Soul searching. So you knowing your heart, knowing yourself, knowing who you are. Really digging deep within yourself, and that's your strength. You have the ability to do that. Look within. You've done a lot of soul searching. You've done a lot of self-examining, so you have a good sense of self. Funny enough, even though you've done all that, still come out with the Knight of Cups. You're still feeling yourself, which is, hey, it is what it is, right? You've done a lot of soul searching. You know who you are. You feel good about who you are. You did a lot of self-reflecting, and you come out the other side saying, hey, I'm dashing, I'm domineering, I'm, So that's where we're at with that. In addition, here also you have the Hierophant, which tells me that you are definitely in the market for a long-term relationship, possibly even a marriage situation if the right opportunity presents itself. High Priestess energy, which means your intuition is on point, laser sharp, bam, laser sharp. Intuition that you're dealing with here. You got the Nine of Wands energy here, so you're somewhat defensive. You're somewhat defensive. Again, these are our strengths, so being defensive is not necessarily a bad thing in this particular context. Again, you're watching your six. In other words, you're watching your six. You're watching your back here, and you're kind of defensive, and that's okay in the context of this. You just making sure that nothing's going to creep up from behind you and take you by surprise. In other words, because just because you're paranoid doesn't mean things are not happening. All right. So also with that, we got the Two of Wands, which means that you have options. You got some options out there. You have options out there. And you're exploring those options. You're waiting to see, what looks like it's going to be the best fit for what you're trying to do with yourself. Who's the best, who complements you best. And you're waiting to see what happens with that. And finally, we have the Eight of Pentacles here, which means that, again, you're also you're working on your finances, getting your finances together, getting things in order, and so these are all strengths. These are all great strengths to have in this particular situation. So these are your strengths. So let's see what kind of things from the past that could possibly affect the outcome of this situation. What kind of things from the past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation? Some cards I need to see, some cards I need to see. What kind of things from my Virgo's past that could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? What kind of things from my Virgo's past could possibly affect the outcome of their particular choices, love interest, during the week of August 11th to the 17th? Wow. Okay, so what could definitely affect the outcome of this, and I see this often, is the Six of Cups. Let's back a little bit. Six of Cups. And that tells me that is someone from your past. If someone from your past, you know, gets your attention, you know, ends up getting back into the zone again with you, that could definitely affect the outcome of all of this, because you have a connection with that individual. So that absolutely could affect the outcome of this particular situation. In addition, here we have the Magician. The Magician card here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this thing to focus in on this card here. And the Magician, if you have, that gives you the ability to manifest what you want. So if any of these particular situations was to keep you from manifesting your own desires, that would be something that would pretty much be unacceptable to you, and you would most likely move on. Finally, here we got the King of Cups here. King of Cups energy here. This King of Cups energy is an energy, again, very generous, very considerate. And again, if that something that you dealt with from the past, you will possibly have been in situations where your love interest was not exactly courteous, not exactly generous, not exactly gentleman-like or lady-like, and you know, you're not having that this time around. You want somebody with some class, somebody that with some sense of dignity, someone who isn't afraid to share, someone who knows how to express themselves in a polite fashion. Again, and you want, in other words, you want an equal give and take. You want this person to, what you give them, you want them to reflect it back on you. So that's pretty much what we're getting at with that. So before I shut this thing down, let's see if the spirits have any additional information they want to bestow upon you before I shut this thing down. Is there any additional information that you would like to give before my Virgo, before I shut this thing down? Some cards I need to see, some cards I need to see, some cards I need to see. Ooh. Wow, okay. So, dependability. It is very important for not only for you to be dependable, the person be able to depend on you, but for you to be able to depend on the other individual. Again, this whole equal give and take thing, you know, when you can work together in unison with one, it makes the relationship more harmonious. So Spirit wants to really let you know dependability is a real key aspect of what's going on here, to be able to be dependable upon each other. Core. And I've talked about this core card a lot in some of my other readings here. It's really important that when you think you found the right one, to take all your love internally and pour it inside the situation. Don't hold anything back, because like I said, that's the nexus point. You pour it, you get, you receive as you give. If you find the right person, and there are some jerks out there, but if you find the right person, you will, what you pour in will be reflected back to you. And that's what you want. You want a situation where you can take all your love, all your internal love, and pour it into a particular relationship and watch it blossom into something that is truly something to behold. That's what you're looking for here. When you, if this particular situation, in these particular situations, if you find that, then you take your love and you pour it inside to get that equal return. Finally, here we have magnetism, and it goes without saying, basically attraction. Spirit wants to say that you have to make sure that, again, there's an equal give and take here. There's an attraction, there's a magnetism between you two. They care as much about you as you care about them. Okay, with that being said, we're going to wrap this thing up here. So if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. This is a general love reading. Hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to get a personal reading so we can dig in a little bit deeper. If it didn't resonate with you, please also feel free to get a personal reading as well so we can tune in into your particular situation. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.